I had open heart surgery in late June 2024. As I went through that process, I came up with several tips and helpful products. In this video, I will share those suggestions to help anyone else who may be going through the same procedure. Until you have open heart surgery, you don't realize how much you bend over, stretch your arms, and twist your body to do things every day. Putting on socks and shoes, standing up, picking up things from the floor, taking a shower. Things we do without thinking in normal life require new techniques as you heal. Before I say anything else, let me be clear. You should always follow your doctor's instructions as well as the rules and policies of your hospital. Those take priority over anything that I or any other YouTuber might say. With that, here are my suggestions for improving your experience as you undergo open heart surgery. Keep a pillow with you at all times. My hospital gave me a heart-shaped pillow which I used constantly after my surgery. Holding it against your chest will reduce the pain of coughing, sneezing, or laughing. Believe me, the pillow makes a big difference. You also hold the pillow against your chest with both arms folded to discipline yourself not to use your arms when you stand up or lay down. This will help reduce stress to your sternum and chest muscles, especially in the first days and weeks after surgery. Keep a log. Doctors will look for trends in your healing. It helps if you can keep a daily log. Weight, blood pressure, oxygen, blood sugars, diet, fluid intake, bowel movements. On your log, make a note each day of how you feel. You should rate your pain, where things hurt, if you gain weight as you heal, you fail to have bowel movements, experience lightheadedness. Document all of that. Sleep in a recliner. Until your sternum heals, you do not want to sleep on your side. That compresses the chest and puts the weight on the sternum in the incision. You want to avoid that as your sternum heals. Sleeping in a recliner keeps you on your back and helps to avoid sleeping on your side. Monique actually bought a new recliner for me for the surgery, and it has been a godsend. I tried sleeping in bed one night on my third week. I paid for that with 2 days of added pain in my chest afterwards. Don't overstretch or overreach. We naturally will stretch or reach to grab things. You want to minimize this. Stretching and reaching puts added strain on the chest. Take pictures of any changes to the incisions, especially if things seem to get worse. Having pictures could be helpful if the doctors want to go back and look at the progression of the situation. Have a list of current meds. Make sure to bring a list of your medications with you to the hospital. Don't bring the meds unless told to do so. Your own CPAP. If you use a CPAP, bring the machine to the hospital with you. Here's a few things not to bring. Computer, jewelry, or other valuables. There is typically no place in the hospital to secure these things, and you will be in and out of your room periodically. Don't leave anything in the room you can't afford to lose. Don't bring any meds or supplements that are not approved. And don't bring lots of clothes. It's difficult to haul these around and probably not needed. Here's a list of items we purchased before the surgery that we found to be helpful. You will find links to these items in the description below if you want to purchase any of them for yourself. Small pillow. Well, you probably will have one of these laying around the house already, but a nice soft pillow will be your best friend in your first month of healing. Bathrobe. While I was in the hospital, I wore a bathrobe like a cape over my shoulders. Why? Because I didn't want to show off my ass in the stupid hospital gown as I walked up and down the hallway. Draping it like a cape made it easy to put on and take off as needed. Make sure it's loose and comfortable, but not so long that it trips you as you walk. Blood pressure and pulse oxygen gauges. The medical team will track these metrics while you're in the hospital. After you go home, you'll want to track them for yourself every day, maybe even more than once a day. Get these ahead of surgery and learn to use them ahead of time. Seat cushions. Have lots of seat cushions to reduce pressure sores. These cushions make a big difference when you're sitting down for long periods of time. I can tell you from experience, Pressure sores are very painful. Use seat cushions, also called waffle cushions, to avoid pressure sores or mitigate their impact if you get them. Extension for toilet seat. Standing up without using your hands isn't easy at first. You may want to get one of these plastic toilet seat extensions that hold you higher in the air. It's a lot easier to stand up from this device than it is to stand up from the toilet seat itself. Shower seat for the first couple days. Just imagine taking a shower with your fresh incision and slipping or falling in the shower. And that's not a pleasant possibility. I found that I felt more secure and less likely to slip if I showered in a chair instead of standing up. We have a handheld shower head, and I used that from the chair instead of standing. I didn't do this for long before I had the confidence to stand for showers, but it was a big help at first. Grabbers. I don't know what these things are called, so I just call them grabbers. But these are very handy for picking up things from the floor without having to bend over to get them. You will thank yourself every time you use a device like this to get something from the floor rather than bend over to pick it up. Remember, you don't want to stretch and reach to get things at first, and the grabbers will help. By the way, Amazon has a kit with several things on my list, including the grabber, sock device, and more. You can save a little money and buy them all at once in the kit. Link in the description below. Sock device. Monique was wonderful about helping me get my socks on as I healed. Unfortunately, Monique can't come over to your place and put socks on for you. However, she did find this device on Amazon and it worked pretty well. You slide the sock on the device, then use the ropes to pull it up over your toes and heel. Pretty smart tool. Okay, everyone say, "Thank you, Monique." Slip-on shoes. You don't want to bend over to tie your shoes. Find some slip-on shoes to get around this. I found some at Skechers that were terrific. Shoehorn device. Another Monique discovery. If you have trouble getting your heel into your shoe, use this device. It's like a shoehorn on a stick, and it keeps the back of the shoe up as you slide your foot in. The hospital gave us some body wash and shampoo. When I ran out, I started using what you see on screen now. This never caused any burning or irritation on the incision, so it was money well spent. Oversized, loose, soft t-shirts. I'm a little questionable on this one, but I'll take it on faith. Oversized, loose, soft t-shirts, not button-up shirts, because you can't reach from behind. You could button up the shirt and slide it on, I guess. And I really don't know why they suggest you don't use button-ups, other than maybe the place where the shirt buttons together can irritate the incision. I don't know. Anyway, I take it on faith and recommend getting the t-shirts that you can just pull over and wear comfortably. Loose socks. It's not uncommon to put on water weight after surgery, and socks that used to fit may become snug. Read that as harder to put on. A few pairs of looser socks following surgery can make your life easier. I bought the socks that you see on screen now, and they're really very comfortable to put on and wear. A&D Zinc Oxide Ointment. If you develop a pressure sore, this ointment will help resolve it quickly. Adhesive pads. These are also very helpful for pressure sores. Find them at your local pharmacy. Ask for pressure sore pads. Books, decks of cards, puzzle books. Having things to occupy your time can be very helpful in the hospital and after you go home. Charger for the phone with wall adapter. This is almost a no-brainer, but don't forget your phone needs to recharge when you're in the hospital. Be sure to pack a cable to match your phone, and don't forget a wall adapter for the cable. Not all hospital beds have USB ports.